Okay, I did this video just because I was curious. I wondered if fast acceleration on an electric car is as detrimental as it is on a gasoline-powered car. Now, what my original thought was here, electric motors don't really waste a lot of energy. It's kind of not the way they work. Yeah, they draw a lot of power on startup, but the startup is over so fast, it's it's gone in half a second. So I'm kind of wondering if an electric car held any kind of efficiency when you're using full throttle acceleration. Well, I have a Chevy Bolt, and my thought was I would take this thing out in my local neighborhood and I would accelerate rapidly at every stop where I thought it was safe. And then I would run over that same distance, the same route, driving normally. And I should be able to tell the difference between the two driving habits, how that fast acceleration affects things. Now, there's a couple of things I should lay down here. I did not exceed speed limits. One thing, I want to be safe. So if I was at a stop sign and it was safe to do so, I would floorboard the accelerator and get up to whatever speed limit there was and stop right there and just drive normally. I did not brake abnormally. I didn't speed up to stop signs and then jam the brakes, anything like that. Because this was all about whether fast acceleration on an electric car is as detrimental as it is in gasoline cars. So just acceleration was all I did. I went 15 miles. You can hear, as I go through this, you can hear the tires spin on some of the startups. Not all of them were. There were some that I just didn't think it was safe to do so, so I didn't do it. But in that 15 miles, I had 22 fast accelerations up to the speed limit. If you've been watching some of this video, I've kind of clipped it so that there's some shots of the acceleration. You can hear the tires spin and so on. After I finished doing this, I went ahead and I went through this thing and did it, driving normally. And I was really surprised at the results. Let's take a look at the distance monitor on the vehicle, and we'll see what the difference was. Now, this is where I started out. You notice it says 207. I'm zeroed out on the distance, and I'm just about ready to get started here. Okay, after the hard acceleration, we show 15.7 miles. We're showing 203 on the estimator. We've used 3 kilowatts, and now I'm about to reset this thing, and we're going to go through it driving normally, no hard acceleration, just normal, easy driving. Now here's the results that I had from the easy driving. 5.5 total kilowatt hours for both trips. I'm showing 6.3 on miles per kilowatt hour. I went 15.6 miles on this one. But an interesting part of this is look at the estimated miles left. I went 31.4 miles and I dropped 2 miles from 207 to 205. So it's estimating very high. It's kind of an aside there, but it's 6.3 miles per kilowatt hour. really, really high because it's very slow speeds. What it turns out to be is it uses about 13% more energy than I did driving the way I normally drive. I should note that I had the vehicle in sport mode, which gives marginally higher power, faster acceleration. But that's about all I did. The traction control I left alone. And, you know, it's 13%. Is that a terrible price to pay for, well, probably the worst price is you're going to do your tires in pretty quick, because I was spinning tires a lot. But the acceleration on these cars is so short anyway, especially in these low speed areas. It speeds up so fast that, you know, it's done. And this is all done in what electric cars love, which is 25 to 35 stop and go traffic. They love it. They get really high kilowatts per hour. And by the way, that's how I was determining the energy used. I put the kilowatts per hour in, and then I reset the kilowatts per hour. By the way, there's no climate control on. I had it on when I first started the car, and about 30 seconds later I shut it off so that wouldn't have an effect on it. So it's just the acceleration is all there is to it. Anyway, that's it on this one.